What's up, y'all? It's Lawrence from Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk. It's been a long time, but I've been collecting some toys, and I'm so excited to show you this Deadpool from Marvel Legends. It's the Legacy Collection. Yeah, it says it right there, Legacy Collection. I'm a big Deadpool fan. I can't wait to get this open. Let's go. Boom. Here we are. Okay, I have a big confession to make. When I say Deadpool fan, I mean Deadpool movies fan. I actually haven't really read a Deadpool comic. I've read comics with Deadpool in them, but I haven't collected any Deadpool comics, so I have to make that confession. But that's all right, because this is the Deadpool movie figure. So I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. But I do appreciate the character and think he's dope. But let's take a look at this box. Amazing box art. Not your typical Marvel Legends, but they switch it up. And to be quite honest with you, another confession. I don't collect a lot of Marvel Legends. Although, if you watch my videos, you know I like to put figures side by side, see how they play with each other. So that's happening. So I do have a number of Marvel Legends figures that we're going to size them up with, but I don't have the biggest Marvel Legends collection, if that makes sense. But I love this box art right here. Ryan Reynolds right there, nice and glossy. It's pretty perfect. He loves us. Hearts on the box, capturing the whole energy of the film. And for those looking for it, there is that barcode right there. I found this in my Target, man. It was just sitting there. And I was like, I had to, no, that's a lie. Another confession. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. He showed up on my game at GameStop. So he showed up on my game. I found him on, the GameStop app. And that's where he popped up. Because I wanted him, but then I wasn't seeing him in stores. And then I didn't, feel like paying any secondary prices. And then he popped up on GameStop. And I was like, I gotta do it. Got to do it. All right. How many of y'all are excited for this Deadpool and Wolverine film coming out? Yeah. We gotta get a Deadpool and Wolverine 2-pack with Wolverine in the suit he's wearing in the movie. Like, that has to happen. I believe this is based off of Deadpool 2, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it is. I honestly don't remember the unicorn, but this is great. Now, if you have been watching my videos, you would see that I am a DC Comics fan. I can tell by this little piece of art, comic book version of me and my family. So I do a lot of DC Multiverse, a lot of McFarlane figures. So this is it's so refreshing to see all these accessories and guns with the figure, because as you know, if you collect McFarlane figures, anything with DC, Warner Brothers has a mandate where they can't use guns. Let's get this guy open. So we have his swords, katanas, right? Am I butchering that? Take a look at these weapons right here. That's pretty freaking dope. Gets 2 of these bad boys. Goes right in here. But yeah, how many of you guys are excited for that movie, man? I can't believe it's happening. I am in my 40s, so we dreamed about team-ups like this happening, on screen. Even cartoons sometimes. Like, never in my wildest dreams will we be having all these team-ups, and we're getting a Deadpool and Wolverine movie, especially after Hugh Jackman. Logan was amazing, right? He kind of finished it. So we are very privileged to be comic book movie geeks. Oh, this is cool. That's dope. And we get a bunch of well, I forgot it. Someone in the comments remind me about this unicorn, because I am drawing a blank when it comes to this unicorn. Let me know. And we get a bunch of hands. He comes with these open hands right here. He comes with those. And then we get some hands to hold his weapons, which I'm definitely going to switch these out for sure. Oh, and he gets trigger hands, which is dope. This costs about $30. I have to say, with all these accessories and weapons and hand options, I am not mad at that. Sometimes Marvel Legends, I'm like, why is it so expensive? But this makes sense, although that's kind of weird. Not to be picky, but they didn't paint his gloves for the fisted hands. That's kind of odd. If anyone has this figure, they didn't do it on these either. That's strange, because they are painted on the fisted, on the trigger hands and this, I guess, the sword hands. That's interesting. Okay. Let's take a look at this figure. Ryan Reynolds in all of his glory. I mean, the texture is great. I mean, you can see right here, you can see just the different levels of all that texture. You can even customize this, probably do a little wash over this red to bring them out. I love that. This is, I mean, honestly, it looks like he stepped out of film. Boots, and see scuffs on the shin guard. Belt is perfect, and see the emblem's a little sloppy, but I don't care about that too much. It's great. Let's see what these guns look like. A little bent up, but not the little warm water probably gonna fix. Easily slides in as so. That's pretty great. Like, yeah, all the weapons go in their holsters easily and perfectly. You don't have to muscle anything or warm anything up. This is actually a little softer plastic, and the guns are pretty soft too. And so is this right here. And I'm not seeing anywhere you can take this off. I don't know why you would want to, but you probably could cut it a little bit and, you know, glue it back when you're ready to put it on again. But I like that it adds dimension, that it's loose. Like, you know, it's not just molded onto his costume. This is great. Let's take a look at his head. Now that's the only thing that's missing, is his unmasked head. And I wonder if it was a likeness thing, if they had to pay Ryan Reynolds, because this is obviously a movie Deadpool, but if you don't use his likeness, then I don't know, you know, you don't gotta pay him. And this is really cool texture on the mask. Like, it's not smooth. It's a well put together figure, man. It really is. You know, I don't really need 2 Deadpools in my collection, and obviously I said that I'm a movie fan of Deadpool more than I'm comic book, although I appreciate the comics and love his design. So that's that Deadpool toy that's coming out with, he's on like that scooter with like Deadpool dog or something. I thought that was so cool looking, but I don't need more than 1 Deadpool in my collection. And I will say, the Marvel Legends figures I have, they're all movie figures, with the exception of 1 that I haven't unboxed yet. But they're all movie figures. So like he's gonna go well on the shelf, really well on the shelf with the rest of the movie figures, and I'll show you them so you can compare them. All right, so let's throw a sword in one hand. Ooh. Goes in easy. Nice and easy. Oh, this is perfect. Like the hands are soft enough. The gun is also soft enough that you can easily put it in his hand and pull his fingers. You don't gotta, oh, that is perfect. Look at that. That's perfect and easy to do. Didn't have to heat anything up, didn't have to pry it open. McFarlane, you can definitely learn from that. That is dope. That is such a dope freaking figure. Now, before I get into the comparisons, let's do a little articulation. For those of you who have Marvel Legends figures, I'm pretty sure it's customary. You don't get much. Oh, there we go. There we go. You know, Deadpool's got to be able to do the splits and the flips. Nice. It's really nice and doesn't feel stiff or too loose. It's pretty perfect. Very happy with this figure. And this, oh man, that's cool. This part is loose too, right here. This little collar he had on. I don't know if that's accurate. I feel like that was connected to the suit, but it is loose. All right, let's see him standing with some other Marvel Legends. First up, let's get some of these Spider-Men. So we got Tom Holland here in his final swing suit. Do you buy that they look like they can belong? I know they're not in the same universe, but do they look like, if you put them on the shelf, do they feel right together? Or does Tom Holland's lack texture. There's something about Deadpool having all this texture that kind of makes his figure look so real that I don't know if the movie Spider-Man had. I think, well, they might. This Tom Holland one is kind of based off of what we saw at the end of the movie, which was pretty much, I feel like it was all just CGI, to be honest with you. I don't think we've actually, I mean, it had to be. We would have actually seen images of that suit by now if it wasn't just constructed. So yeah. But you get this one, the Andrew Garfield, and that has more texture. His head didn't want to go on. Oh, there we go. This has more texture to it. And I feel like these I can see being in the same world. Tom Holland feels a little bit more like that can easily be your comic book or cartoon Spider-Man. Doesn't have much texture. And last but not least, Toby. Let me get his head on. But yo, like this kind of opens it up. Like if Deadpool and Wolverine is a hit, then maybe that's like the next round of Deadpool movies. Just kind of like really cool team-up movies. Because to be honest with you, so much of Marvel Comics, the heroes bump into other heroes or villains all the time. So how would you guys feel if the next round of Deadpool movies are like Deadpool and blah, blah, blah? So like Deadpool and Spider-Man. But like maybe not Tom Holland's, maybe Andrew or Toby. So that's him standing with the Spider-Man. Honestly, Deadpool's a way better figure. It's a better figure. It's a better figure. It's a better figure. Let's get him standing with some Captain Americas. We got this Sam right there, and of course OG Cap right here. And this is a little closer, but I mean these figures can't touch Deadpool. It's like they're not in the same world. Why is that? I don't know much about Marvel Legends. I know that this is a legacy collection, so it probably has way more detail than your standard. But is it supposed to be this much of a difference? Because even when you go to McFarlane and you see like Platinum, or all the figures are pretty uniform for the most part, except for scaling. McFarlane sucks with scaling. But the quality of these figures is such a big difference. Okay. Let's check him out with some Black Panther figures. Got T'Challa. And his sister's like Siri. There we go. Siri, right? Yeah. There's something just very superior to this Deadpool figure. He might need to stand somewhere else and not with the rest of the Marvel Legends. I don't know. And then just for fun, he's not a Marvel Legends, but he scales well. And that's my Mafex Spider-Man figure. The only Spider-Man figure you really ever need. It is pricey though. And if you guys, let's see if his head comes off pretty easy. So if you guys want to, like, if you had an extra head, you can always, here we go. You can always kind of like do your customizing thing and make this into Ryan Reynolds, Wade Wilson head. That's right? Wade Wilson. I'm terrible. Don't judge me. It's an amazing figure. Great figure, man. Awesome figure. Very happy with this. Thank you guys for watching. I know I know it's crazy. I'm not the biggest Deadpool fan and don't have a whole lot to say about the character and barely remembered his real name, but I know when I like a toy, and I do like this toy. This is a good freaking toy. And for the price point, dude, like, I'm not sure how this can be beat. I'm sure other companies have done the movie Deadpool figures, but this is an excellent figure. I don't see why. I don't see how he's being beat, especially at this price point. That's pretty freaking dope. That's dope. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for checking this bad boy out with me. We do a podcast every Sunday. We talk about all the geek stuff. Make sure you check us out. And I'll be back. Same Deadpool time. Oh, make sure you hit that notification bell. Like and subscribe. That would help out a lot. We're trying to grow this channel. And anyway, thanks for watching. Peace. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk.